Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the National Cross Country Championships in Sedgefield, north of England. If you don't know me, my name's Paul, and I've got brain cancer. I was diagnosed a year ago, December 2024, and I'm still running, and I obviously put this footage out to try and give people hope and to prove that just because you've got brain cancer doesn't mean you have to stop running. So I'm competing today as well, and I'm going to be filming, so yeah, should be fun. It's quite cold, it's quite windy, but underfoot's quite nice. It's nice and soft, so I'll be wearing my spikes. It's not wet at all, like all the kids are out running now. But it doesn't look too bad. They're not looking too muddy or anything. There's a bit of a headwind, but it shouldn't affect us too much because there's not a lot of running over to into the headwind, it doesn't look like. So it shouldn't be too bad. As I say, I've done this course before, and looking at my Strava, the distance was 12.16 kilometers last time I did this, when the men had to do 3 laps. We're doing the exact same course, it looks like, from what I can tell. I mean, my memory's obviously not very good, but yeah, from what I can tell, it's exactly the same course. So 12.16 kilometers. Elevation is 86 meters based off the last time I did this. And the last time I did this, I ran it in 59 minutes and 14 seconds, but that was in January of 2024. So just after I had the baby. I hadn't trained for about a month after then, so so I hadn't really done a lot of training. I'm not expecting to be that quick today at all, obviously. I haven't trained a lot recently, and obviously with brain cancer and that, I'm going to have to take it easy on the hills, which I always do. It's not that hilly, as I've just said, it's only about 100 meters of climbing. Apologies if you can't really hear us, actually, because the wind's quite strong. But yeah, we're hoping to get it done, hopefully get round in one piece. Like I say, I take it easy. My games normally I take it easy for the first 2 laps, or at least the first lap, and then try and pick it up in our local Harrier League. So I'll be doing the exact same tactics today. It is longer, it's 2k longer, which is going to be a bit of a pain. In fact, that's the junior ladies behind us there coming round the front pack. You know, people that are competing for the top. But my goal today is literally just try and get round. Try and take it easy on the first lap, so at least I can enjoy a bit of it. I don't want it to be a brutal slog. But yeah, happy to be here. I've never done nationals before, always want to do, so it's in the northeast of England, so no excuses. So I'll just try my best, and that's it. And yeah, enjoy the footage.
What's a minute?
I don't know, is it a minute now?
Right, off they go. A flurry of athletes, 1,349 entered for this race.
And here we go, the start of the 2026 Nationals. My first ever Nationals, never done it before. I've done Northerns, I've done Northeasterns, and I've done Harrier League. And as I said, I'm going to be trying to take it easy for the first lap, and probably the second lap as well, with it being 12k. And the reason behind that is because I still get quite bad headaches when I'm running, and I'm just trying to get as far into the race as I can without those headaches starting, because obviously trying to run with a headache is absolutely brutal. And even a year after surgery, like, I'm still getting them, and I put myself under a lot of strain and a lot of pressure. And cross country's, you know, it's just brutal. It's pain all the way around pretty much. So I'm just trying to get myself through the race as far as I can without having any issues. And unfortunately, like, I'm obviously going to try and record the first full lap. Like, I've recorded the first lap here, and I'm just going to let it play through so you get to see the course without clipping any of it out. And it is probably the most boring part of it, because I'm not really running as fast, because as I've just said, I'm trying to take it easy on this lap, so it's not the most entertaining. But I just wanted to give you a look at the conditions, the course, the hills, and just try and like let you see what it's like running cross country, and with this many men as well, it's not exactly easy. Not that I mind, because obviously I'm trying not to go out too hard, so getting stuck behind people is decent. And I think, as they said, there was like over 1,000 people signed up for this. I think it was just over 1,000 finishers. And I believe the last 4 of the last 5 winners of the Nationals are in this race, so it's really top quality field. We normally go straight through the gate, but obviously because there's so many of them, they're making me do this extra loop.
Yeah.
He's normally just going straight on.
Try and spread them out a bit more in narrow path.
Yeah. I've done this in Northern, you do. We normally just go straight through the gate, but
Yeah.
there's just too many of them for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I was just saying to that runner there who was talking about the start, when we come up that hill in the Northerns, we used to just go straight on through the gate, but obviously because there's so many runners at this, they've had to make us do this extra little loop. So when I was saying at the start, like the distance and the elevation is completely different this time around. It actually ended up being about 12.5k with 130 meters of climbing, which isn't much different, but it was obviously the things I was telling you at the start were pretty much just a load of rubbish. And I think I've got my camera on one clip pointing downwards like too far, because when I'm trying to look at my foot, and obviously normally you'd be able to see everyone ahead of us, but I've got it on too low of a clip, so you're basically looking at the floor, which isn't the best, but you know, live and learn. If I keep my head up, we'll be alright. Yeah, just taking it easy first lap, trying to just relax into it, get a feel for it. Just, yeah, take it easy. Take it easy, get around with no harm. Originally I'd thought like I would take it easy for the first lap, and I normally do that at the Harrier League that I'm running. I take it easy for the first lap, try and pick it up, and then third lap go again. But with this being 12k, I mean some of the Harrier League cross countries are running 9k, so taking it easy for the first 2 laps is almost that exact same distance. It's 8k, right? So I took it easy for 2 laps on this one. I decided just before the race that I would have to do that, because if it's 12k and the course changed slightly, that yeah, I didn't think I could get around 2 laps pushing, so took it easy for as long as I could. And I was still getting little niggles in my head anyway as I was running round, getting little twinges of headaches, which isn't great, and it probably means I should slop or slow down, but I'm not going to do that, am I? I'm in the race now, I might as well just get on with it. And it's actually really difficult to try and judge my effort, because I'm obviously, like, I'm not running to feel at all. Like previously I would just be running to what my legs feel like. I wouldn't care about my head, I wouldn't care about my upper body. I would just be, you know, if my legs get tired, then, you know, you can slow down a little bit. Whereas when I'm running these and running nowadays, my legs aren't really tired at all, unless it's massive hills. It's the headaches that I've got to worry about and watch out for. So I can't really run to feel. I can't relax. I'm like constantly thinking about it, and like when the headaches are going to come, and am I pushing too hard? When can I push? Is it enough distance now for me to be able to go? And yeah, it's really frustrating, to be honest, like, because I kind of just relax and run and enjoy it. Like, I'm trying to, obviously, like, that's why I'm here, and it's lovely to be at Nationals, like, and that's something I keep telling myself. Like, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be doing Nationals and running cross country, and any event really, just even training. Like, I'm just happy to be out running. But it's really difficult to know when I'm able to push and if I'm far enough from the end without giving myself a headache. Like I said previously, you would just be running to feel your legs, and if you push too hard, then you can't just slow down. Whereas if I push too hard, the headaches come on, nothing I do gets rid of them, and I'm just running around, and it's absolutely brutal. So I'm going to let this lap play out in its entirety. It's my first time at Nationals and my first lap, so your first lap as well, so enjoy.
Well done there.
First bit of mud. Cheers, love. Look at that, man. Jesus. Always. I'll tell if you're going easy or if I'm going too hard. Hopefully you're going easy.
Yeah, I want to do that. Hanging in there, isn't it? Remembering.
I already know I died a death on this, so
This is the one.
2 years ago, so. And it was arguably better conditions than this, so. Yeah, it was a bit drier. Not much, but. The very least, I can always say I've run the nationals. Yeah.
Right here.
Hopefully I'll make Anik feel easy next week.
Probably here, isn't it?
Well, that should be the highest point on the course.
Happy to wear the face paint as well, representing his team colours. Looks like he might just be opening the gap on Milner, who straight away shuts the door and closes that gap straight down.
And there's one lap. National Cross Country Championship 2026.
Now on 137.
So as you can see here, that's Mark in the same club vest as me, just cresting the hill there. And he's quite a bit behind me, as you'll see in a minute, as the camera pans around for the front runner coming through.
We've seen them get stuck on that corner, and maybe James Kingston has just faded, but Hugo Milner has put the hammer down.
Well, this is obviously the front runner coming through the pack.
I said
he's on his third lap, we're on our second lap. And there's obviously me, so there's quite a big gap back to Mark.
Is a brilliant opportunity for athletes to strike away, and Hugo Milner has pushed up.
Start of the third lap. Ian Hofke start of the third lap, and I always try and record the first and as much of the third as I can. I'd love to be able to record the finish line and time it perfectly with the camera, but I haven't yet been able to do that. The battery doesn't last long enough, which is a massive shame. I was still feeling alright because I took it really sensibly on the first and second laps. So still taking it easy, but like I knew at some point in this lap I wanted to push. It's just when and where, without obviously having to run with a headache whenever they come on if I do push too early. So still taking it easy, but still trying to get round and put a good effort in. I mean, it's always a good effort across country, it doesn't matter. It's always hard. But legs felt good, headaches hadn't come on yet, so I knew I still had plenty of the tank.
Right. Go on, Dale. Well done, mate. And this is the Poly cheerleading squad. Cheers, ladies. Cheers, guys. Right, through the mud for the last time. No idea if I can record all the way at the end, but I'm going to try. Everyone's made a nice path. As I've seen, I'll try and get the finish line, but my battery runs out way. It is what it is.
So as you can see, Mark's ahead of me now. This is the third lap. We're about halfway around.
I feel right, actually.
So there's not a lot left to go. And ultimately I decided to go with Mark. I wasn't sure whether to or not, but there was only about a K or two left. So I made the decision to dig in and catch up to him up this hill. I caught him as we went through the gate, and then I overtook him between this gate and the next one, and I tried to give him some encouragement.
Little headaches every now and again.
Yeah, as I was saying there, I'm still getting little headaches, but
it's really annoying.
Nothing mental. I wasn't like properly in the pain cave. So I caught up to Mark, tried to encourage him to come with us. He overtook me, and then I just basically said to him, like, look, I'm behind you and I'm coming with you if you're going. But I didn't want him to go too quick because I wasn't sure, or too early, because I wasn't sure I'd have the legs to go with him. But I felt alright, to be fair. It was just, like I say, it was just my head that I'm worried about. So me and him worked together from the second gate that we go through on the lap all the way to the end. But unfortunately my camera runs out of battery just as we're in the middle of this mud. So me and Mark worked together really well. Like I say, I wanted to go with him, but I didn't want to go too early because there's still quite a long way to go. And I was a little bit worried about that, but yeah, I made the decision to go with him, and we worked together really well. We overtook a lot of people between here and the finish line.
I'll stick to this outside line because the inside's very boggy. Tried it on the last lap, wasn't great.
And then this is me coming round the top bend there with two white vests in front of us. There was a time bridge and a heating vest in front of us. The heating vest had just come past us, so I was like, nah, like I'm not having that. So I decided to try and go with them. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but I'm full pelt pretty much there after 12k. And then I got boxed in a little bit with the two yellow vests in front of us, decided to go to the outside. And then I got like a little twinge, like a little crampy twinge. So I had to back off a little bit, and they make a little sprint of it. And you'll see us holding me hamstring like just there. But it's just cramp. I was absolutely fine. I mean, I'm knackered, but I was absolutely fine. And that was it. That's my first ever Nationals. And I quite enjoyed that. There's my results. They really don't matter to me. I don't really care. There'll not be many people running around that with brain cancer, so I'm quite happy with my result either way. Just finishing's the goal. But yeah, really enjoyable event. Hopefully I can do Nationals again. and I'll look forward to it in the future. And thanks very much for watching, everyone. I hope you all stay well and stay fit. I'll try and do my best to do the same. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.